Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, and welcome to this Let's Play of Queen's Wish, the Conqueror. First, a quick heads up. I'm kind of feeling a little under the weather, sore throat, cough. Hopefully, if you hear anything odd, that's kind of why. But anyway, last episode, we pretty much did the last thing we have in this entire area. I believe we'd cleared out the Infernal Pit, and that appears to be the last region left. We've done everything in the Yukon, everything in the Ariel, almost everything in the Vol. The only thing we have left to do is end this whole rebellion thing. So let's go in and see if we can actually get in touch with the leaders now. Hopefully they'll come. Hopefully they'll speak with us and they figured out what they want to say. Speaker Kanua, can I see the council yet? I have wonderful news. The council knows what they want to say, and they have selected Speaker Tarmanov to speak for them. Enter the hall and go upstairs. They are waiting for you. Thank you. I will do just that right away. Okay. Well, but at last you face the leaders of the Owen Rebellion. This hall is crammed with tired Vol, bent by a lifetime of labor and by the responsibilities of the war. Your welcome is not warm. The looks you get are neither friendly nor hopeful. Only one man here looks willing to speak with you. He stands by the window at the north end of the hall. The Owens' chosen ambassador waits for you so that negotiations can begin. As you wish. Speaker Tarmana. You walk through the council hall, soaking in the chaos. The Owen are unified and charged with energy, but they have little experience running a government. You were trained since birth to understand court protocol. These people have had no such advantage. Just before you can speak, one Owen faction noisily insists on changing who will deal with you. There is a lot of shouting and debate. You have tea. Finally, there is a simple vote, and it is decided that nothing will change. A young Owen with sun-scorched skin begins to speak. I am Speaker Tarmana, he says. He is very nervous about talking to a prince, but he gains confidence quickly. Welcome to Madraka. I am Prince Rupert of Haven. Tarmana nods. He looks at the other Owen. They stare back. You are a Prince of Haven. You've traveled through our lands. I have. I am glad that you made it to our gates safely. His voice is rough and halting. This is a man who has worked almost since birth and is still adjusting to speaking in the main hall of a great fortress. You are here about Haven business. About the Vol. Being your vassals, I mean. I am. Then we need to know. We Owen have rebelled. The Masha, they were unjust. They took our people's laws and twisted them, for their own wealth. He's growing in confidence with every word. What does Haven think about our war? I have sympathy with the plight of the Owen. The Owen look at each other, surprised. Tarmana controls his own emotions. That only means you are human. Anyone with any sense is disgusted by the Masha. Still, I am glad you said it. We know what Haven came for, and maybe the Owen can give it to you. We Owen have needs. We want to negotiate. I want to know how you came to be here. Tarmana shakes his head. I've heard rumors. You are quite the talker. My life is not important. I'm just another Owen. The Masha owned me. I will be free or die. That's all that is important. I am tired. I need a meal and a nap before I do any serious negotiating. What? Oh, there is an inn on the South Plateau. You should try to focus and talk now. I don't know when we can deal with you again. I am ready to negotiate with you. The Owen look at each other. There is a traditional Vol protocol, but they aren't sure how it works, or if they should use it at all. Finally, he makes a decision. He says, slowly and haltingly, I formally declare a time of negotiation with foreign power. The Owen all nod in unison. First, there is something we need. Something small, but very important. What is this first bit of business? We Owen have many grievances against the Masha, and thus against you, because you helped them. Queen Sharen's warriors fought with the Masha and helped them put down rebellions. For this, we need an apology. Tell me about your grievances. Once being an Owen was a way to escape the dishonor of debt. The Masha took advantage of it. They changed the laws to squeeze free vol, making more and more of us poor. Then the Masha started taking not just us, but our children and grandchildren. Every year they put more of us in generation bondage. That is what drove us to rebel. We fight not for us, but for our children. An apology. The Masha were unjust, and you helped them. You need to apologize. This is unusual. As far as you know, Haven has never apologized for anything. It is not your way. If you did, your mother would be quite displeased. She may be displeased, but, on behalf of Haven, I apologize. The Owen are shocked, then thrilled. They write down your words. They run in and out of the chamber. You have no doubt that the news of this event is spreading rapidly through the Vol. Your mother will be furious. Justly done, Prince. What now? An apology was what we wanted. There is something we absolutely need before we can negotiate. What do you need? The Owen can't be your vassals if we are dead. We have to know that you support us. You have to say our rebellion is just. Based on what I have seen, your rebellion has just cause. The Owen look at each other, shocked. They didn't believe you would actually say it. Tarmana is pleased. Then I think we can make an offer to Haven. What is your offer? The Owen control almost half of the Vol. We have enough power to trade with Haven. You have a big battalion at the Vol gates. We have seen it. We offer you the chance to fight for justice. Free my people. I give you permission to enter the Vol as long as you do it to fight the Masha. Your cause is just. We will help you now. The Owen cheer. The hall fills with animated talk. However, Tarmana looks worried. What is wrong? I was told to say that, but I argued against it. I don't know a lot, but I've been reading as much about Haven as I can. I know your soldiers only fight to help vassals. You realize that he is right. Sutter leads armies to protect vassals from outsiders all the time, but he's never fought to help anyone who wasn't a vassal. Prince, do you really think you can help us now? I might be able to convince General Aquila to help you right now. You mean the general of your... Tarmana checks some notes. South Battalion? General Aquila? Go talk to him. If you really think you can convince him, you should. We don't want to be vassals if we don't need to be. The Owen immediately begin a debate on matters of the war. The audience is over for today. When you approach Speaker Tarmana, there is a lot of angry muttering from the Owen. They are jealous of the attention Haven is receiving. You will have to wait your turn, I'm afraid. Give us time, I will deal with you tomorrow. Well, let's see what happens, although I'd much rather continue to actually get them as a vassal, if that was possible. I didn't want to, force it, but... we'll see what happens. Anyway, quick teleportation up here to the Vol gates. See what happens. General Aquila. I met with the leaders of Thablin and Madraka. You tell General Aquila about your meetings. She leans back and gives you a tired smile. It is always the same. Vassals are so predictable. They are always for sale. The only question is the price. We can settle this war for them. In return, we will get what we want. Can we help one side to win? Of course. 300 properly trained, equipped soldiers of Haven are a formidable force. I have kept them in good order for you. Once a treaty is in place, the Queen authorizes me to put the South Battalion fully under your command. What would be the usual course for Thablin and Madraka now? In my long experience, now is the time to make a deal. You need to pick a side and write a treaty with them. Military support for their following the old treaty. Once you've signed a treaty, we will get tribute. The Masha have been very generous in this regard. In return, the full backing of Haven must be behind whoever we support. How do I choose which side to help? General Aquila laughs. I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to know. I just enforce the treaties. Every day I am thankful I don't have to write them. What if I sign treaties with both sides? It's never happened before that I've heard of. In that case, if they contradict, you will have to choose which one for me to enforce, and I will do that. It is awkward and impolite, but in the end Haven makes the decisions. How do we know they will obey the treaty? Oh, they won't. Our vassals always cheat. Then our battalions on Sacramentum will enforce your will. You can trust us to take care of things for you. Speaker Tarmana said that he wants our help, but he won't be a vassal. General Aquila smirks. Of course. All our vassals want something for free. Trust me on this, Prince. Our soldiers will only fight for a proper vassal, and our queen would agree. Tarmana must submit, or we will not risk our lives for him. This is final. As I expected. Very well. We shall go and do so at once. Yes, I know. Alright, once again, head back up to speak with the speaker. And in here. And head up. Right, Speaker Tarmana. What is your offer? We will... Your cause is just, we will help you. Actually, I doubt my soldiers will fight for anyone but a vassal. Your words do a lot to dampen the mood in the hall. You're right. Even if you commanded your army to help these rebels now, your mother would cancel that order. Tarmana waits to see what else you have to say. I'm afraid we will only fight for a vassal. That is final. You expect argument. There is only grim silence. The Owen are not fools. They expected this. We understand. You must grant that we had to try. Haven helps its possessions, and only them. Now, if we want to live, we have to become one. Now that the preliminaries are over, let's settle on a deal. There is a sudden silence. All of these desperate rebels stare at you, waiting for the hammer to fall. They know what they must have to live and the price you must ask. Only now do you truly appreciate the elegant trap your mother laid for you. We fight for our freedom and our lives. We need your help. What do you want in return? My mother wants you to be her vassal again. The Owen look away, grimly making their peace with this ugly compromise. And you are simply here to do your mother's business. We understand. Suppose we were your vassals. Same terms as with the Masha before you all left. What would you give in return? We will bring you victory over the Masha. This, at least, improves the mood in the room. Understood. Haven's price for justice is not too high. We can pay. Are there any other conditions? For example, how the Masha are treated. Do we treat them with mercy? Are they harshly punished? Or what they do? I feel like if they were harshly punished, they would punish those who treated them well. If they are treated with mercy, then they would be upset that the ones who treated them harshly would escape without justice. I will say Haven will expect tribute. The Owen are amused. Tribute? We are desperate peasants. When we win, we'll rule over our ruin. The Masha are the rich ones, didn't you know that? You have my word. When the war is won and we have rebuilt, we will pay a fair tribute. This will not happen for some time. And what you do with the Masha is your own affair. I trust that you will punish those that have earned punishment, but spare those who have treated you fairly. You are trusting our wisdom. I am grateful. We will try to be worthy. We know what it is like to be crushed by the powerful. I hope we don't forget. So now what happens? Now... Tarmana's confidence fails him. He consults with the other Owen. This takes longer than you expected. There are raised voices. Finally, Tarmana returns, looking shaken. I have been disciplined, correctly so. This isn't enough. I don't want to risk everything, but we need something. A request. You have a request for me. We need one more token that you can be trusted. We need more than words. The gates of Thablen Pass must fall. Why does this need to be done now? To defeat the Masha, their capital must fall. Thablen can't be taken. This can't be done while the gates in Thablen Pass still stand. We need to know that Haven is as powerful and cunning as we were told. We need to know that we can win. Why must these gates fall? We can't take Thablin by going along the coast. It is too far, too rocky and easy to defend. We need to attack through that pass. Those gates, though, they are the finest of all work. We can't take them by force. You need to find a way to break them. It is a test. How can I destroy these gates? We don't know, but we've heard so many stories about Haven. Your trickery, your mastery of the arts of war, your magic. I'm sure you can manage it. This would be a lot easier with the help of my battalion. But haven't we already learned that they won't fight for us until we are vassals? And we won't sign away our independence without a real sign of support? This is what we need, Haven. Consider this atonement for all of Queen Sharon's crimes against us. I will consider doing this and let you know if it happens. Thank you, Prince. We have faith in you. We are sure you will be victorious soon. The rebels begin to debate a different issue. The audience is over today. Okay, then. I had a feeling we were going to be doing something like that. Let's go out. I'm gonna go back over to my fort. I will go speak with the general, though. I have a little bit of time. Yes, I'm gonna go speak with the general. I have an agreement in place in the bowl. You catch General Aquila fully up on the current situation. A treaty with the rebel Owen. Interesting. A sympathetic choice. I'm sure your mother won't be surprised. It's not a bad choice. The Masha are detached and incompetent. The Owen may do better. However, they are sure to pay us less tribute. Almost certainly. But we're here to do the right thing, not get tribute. Alright. I want to see if there's anything that we're going to get out of here. Any messages or the like. I don't think I actually have anything that needs to go in. We're good there. Stonehouse, any messages? No. By the way. Well, are we making progress? We have done much, but I think we have reached our limits of luxury until you are able to open the portal back to Sharon's palace. What does my mother think of me? Okay. What do the people think of me? Same as before. How am I progressing? You were doing so well, but now that the curse that tormented Haven before has returned, perhaps the leaders of the nations of Sacramento can help you find its cause. We will speak with them, eventually. Right now, I'm going to use up a little more time filling up Crossing Keep some more. Haven report. Excellent. Things are pretty good. And I think I'm going to use the rest of the wood I have here just to upgrade these at last. Two. It's going to be the end of our wood income. But I wanted to have the entire thing made. That one's bakery. And that one's distillery. Alright, and with that, everything has pretty much been fully upgraded. Almost. The exception, we could get some more iron and stone if we upgraded one more thing with, you know what, I'll do that. Oh, also, now that I think about it, there is something else I wanted to do over here. I've put a statue in every single one of these. At least one, and I want to throw a couple more in. Actually, no. Better idea. Oop, no. There we go. Peace on the south, war in the north. Excuse me. That's how it's going to be. As is, we are completely done. Every fort has been fully upgraded now. No way around it. We're kinda even on wood, and in the positives with stone and iron and quicksilver. So things are pretty good. Okay, I am happy. We're getting more gold than we need. Yes, I know, it's not needed, but I'm doing it anyway. The barracks are giving us extra damage. Carpenter. Weaving room has increased their backpacks. And apothecary and smithy, all is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's 8. That one's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 and 8. Yep, we're good. Alright. Now, I just want to say my opinion here. So, while it is possible to do diplomacy with the Thablin and the like, I'm not going to because, quite frankly, I don't agree with the Masha. They have been exploiting the Owen horribly. So I have to help the Owen. It's just the right thing to do. However, I will note that not only are the Owen not going to give as much tribute, there is also the fact that they're new at leading. This is going to lead to a very difficult time for the Vol as they try to get a hold of, well, leading things. This is going to be very interesting. That said, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we'll go into Thablin Pass so that we can actually help out the Vol at last. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chester44. That is Rupert, Elspeth, Terrence, and Patricia. This has been a Let's Play of Queen's Wish the Conqueror! And I shall see you all next time.